maybe if you disagree with me on the penis point and the drugs, then I guess I got nothing else. I guess the hot dog is the filthiest thing she's put in her mouth.
Maybe.
Okay. I retract my statement, and I apologize.
It is the After Party Podcast. Let's go. All
Yeah,
bases
here
are
we
loaded.
are.
We got Danielle here. There's Scotty B and Gandhi and Straight Nate and Scary and Garrett. Oh, Lord. This is a day. All right. So some business to finish up. During our show today, we were talking about hot dogs. Mm-hmm. And Gandhi says she refuses to eat a hot dog because she certainly knows that there are some hot dogs that have a lot of ingredients in them that we don't want to eat, like rat fur and chopped up rodent teeth.
Yeah, like toes and beaks.
Exactly. And then add all the sulfites and sultrites and sulfates and whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just, in your opinion, not the healthiest of things to eat, right?
Yeah, and I don't like them, but I have no beef with anybody else eating them. I don't care. I'm just saying I don't want a hot dog.
Well, you have no beef, and most hot dogs who say they have beef don't have any beef either.
Exactly.
But Scary looks over and says, you put dirtier things in your mouth than a hot dog. You're a hypocrite. Okay, we're waiting for you to come up with an answer. What does she put in her mouth that you're certain of that is dirtier than a hot dog? Go.
Right.
Don't you think penises are filthier than hot dogs?
I
How
don't.
do you know she puts that in her mouth?
Not if they're clean.
Okay,
Yeah.
you know, compared to all the things we just listed that are in a lot of hot dogs, no. The answer is I don't believe that.
Really?
Yeah, I think penises have 0 calories or sodium or sulfites, sultrites, beaks, teeth, all of that. And I don't know what kind of dinger you're dealing with, Scary, but I don't think the ones that I've dealt with have been dirtier than a hot dog.
I heard that
And
uncircumcised dingers can harbor more bacteria and germs than circumcised ones.
Well, not if they're
Just saying.
cleaned. I mean,
Okay.
even
If they take
circumcised
care of them.
even circumcised penises can have germs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got
Right.
that extra covering there. It's a sheath. It's got things underneath the
Why-
hood.
why-
But
Why
what
do
you're
you think-
saying, you're generalizing and saying that all uncircumcised penises are harboring bacteria.
Right.
That's what you're saying.
Who said that?
I
Scary
know.
Joe?
I
That
read
was
this.
scary.
I read this somewhere.
Where did you read this?
On TikTok.
Can we just
Oh
imagine?
my gosh, TikTok told them.
Can we imagine
Oh.
Scary
Guy.
sitting at the bar with his friends talking about penises like this?
Yes,
They
I
probably
can.
do. But Scary, why do you think I'm dealing with an uncircumcised penis? Not that there's anything wrong with it. I just why
Yeah, you
is
said
that your thought
you
about
said
Brandon?
Gandhi, you've had worse in your mouth is exactly what you said.
If you think about all the things that you
Okay,
could
no.
possibly
You're
do-
not answering the
Answer
question.
the
I'm not just
You-
talking about.
You said Gandhi has had worse in her mouth than a hot dog. Explain that. What has Gandhi had in her mouth that's worse than a hot dog?
Yeah, I want to know.
You said penises, and we disagree with that. What else?
Okay. So you haven't put in your mouth on anything filthier, like filthy, like
Like
Than
what?
a hot dog?
What, a hose?
Not, well, not knowingly.
Water fountain?
Okay, I thought Scary was talking about drugs at some point, right?
could be you've ingested
You've ingested
filthier
like, okay,
things.
here, try this.
Those drugs are put together in
Well, how do
in
you know? I mean,
laboratories
I'm
that
sure
are.
Right.
You've been
you can do it
somewhere
off the
and they're like,
floor.
hey, try one
Medicinal
of these.
people. They're medicinal.
Keep going, Scary. What else you got?
I'm just, I see this all the time. People,
Someone else's toothbrush.
Oh,
No, never. Ew. I do not use other people's
I feel like we're playing
toothbrushes.
Family Feud right now.
Yeah. Yes, please. Tell me
Scary,
all the
we're
things.
waiting. You said on the air in front of millions of people, she has had worse in her mouth than hot dogs. We're waiting for you to give us an answer.
I'm okay. So then maybe if you disagree with me on the penis point and the drugs, then I guess I got nothing else. I guess the hot dog is the filthiest thing she's put in her mouth.
Maybe.
Okay, I retract my statement and I apologize.
TBD.
No, I'm just curious. I want to know what it is because you said it, and I want you to back it up and tell us what it is.
I've got nothing else for you. If you disagree with my 2 or 3 answers, then I guess
Maybe it's just a tongue-in-cheek thing where you're trying to be funny at the moment.
Oh, that was a good try, though.
He's gonna be so angry eating a hot dog today at the baseball game.
No, you know what? He's going to think of something later in the day and then text me like a stream of consciousness
Yeah.
about all of the things that he thought about that were dirtier.
I don't think hot dogs are really that dirty. It depends on the brand you buy and where
That's
That
probably
is
true.
correct.
Well, how about a
Some are
toe?
much-
Have you ever sucked on a toe?
No.
Have you?
What? No,
Oh,
I don't
God,
think
of
so.
course.
Maybe.
What do you mean you don't think so? You don't remember?
It's been a long. I mean, I've been.
I don't think toes are all that dirty unless you let them become dirty. Same with
right.
penises. It's like there can be filthy penises.
I mean, they're dirty
out
if
there.
they've been in a sock all day, but freshly showered, I guess a toe's fine.
Sure.
Just like
And
a penis.
Again, I got no problem with people who suck toes. I'm just saying I've never been with a man who wanted his toe to be sucked. So that has not happened. No.
Not my kink either.
No.
Oh, speaking of, can we talk about that post that Scotty posted the other day of Nate tending to his corns?
Yes, in the corner.
Alice.
Back in the corner of Scotty B's studio. Nate's leaning against the wall with his toes out. It's spread out. My God, your toes were spread wider than a hooker on July 4th.
Do you have bones?
And what were you doing in there? Cleaning out your toes?
Okay, so the other day, I have a callus that sometimes needs to be shaved down, right?
Okay, all right.
I would go 2-3 times a year to have it shaved down and pay $7,500 a time. I'm like, you know what? I see him do this. I could do it myself.
$7,500.
Yeah, it doesn't.
And you could do it in the surgically clean studio.
So
like Scotty's using.
Next to the cereal.
I went
Next
on
to the dirty
Amazon.
penises.
I found a knockoff razor scalpel, and I'm like,
clean.
okay, I can do this myself. I tried it. I apparently shaved it a bit too much because I started to bleed. So,
Are you insane?
So I didn't do this in Scotty's studio, but I have had to wear a Band-Aid the last few
just
days
patching
because
it in
I
here.
shaved it down too much. So I had to put on a Band-Aid in Scotty's studio, and this dumbass takes a picture of me when I'm trying to put on the Band-Aid.
I mean, how are you supposed to pick up? Like, how are you supposed to get the hot women to come out?
I'm not, obviously.
Well, why don't you
Danielle.
just go see like an orthopedist or something?
I've called
Well,
him
he
and
said
say,
that.
"Hey."
He said they're too expensive. But what a great place to go, Scotty B studio, because he's a cheap bastard.
Yeah.
So you can save money in the cheap bastard studio by just carving your own
God.
foot
I don't
apart.
charge anything.
This dumbass takes a picture of me, and it's not the first time he's done it. There's been times where I've had to change my shirt, and he goes, "Hey, Nate, look this way," and then he's got the camera out.
Scotty,
Like he's-
what song were you playing on that post? Something about toes.
Oh, feet.
Zach Brown.
No.
it's
no,
fine,
it's like
Dave.
tiny
It was a
little
lame
toes.
song.
Oh, yeah,
You're
some
a lame-
random song I found on
You're a
Instagram.
lame person, and I really hope you got a lot of likes for that picture.
Not enough.
Good.
Go look at it now.
Oh, no.
There it is. It's the lady's little feet. Okay.
But right now they need to rest for a while. That was the rest of it.
Thank you.
Hey,
very
can we
much.
address something? We need to address this. People, when they hear or see podcasts like this, or they see Gandhi scaring the shit out of Scotty B in his studio, making him scream, they accuse us of being bullies with each other. It is proven. It is proven that friends who are very close friends who like to bully each other, they don't bully out of being antagonizing. They bully because they love each other.
I
And we
agree.
do this
Yeah.
because we
I
love.
agree.
So if you don't have friendships like that, then I'm sorry.
I know. It's
You
so
should come
fun.
up here.
And it goes
beat the
both
shit out of
ways.
you.
I mean, I definitely catch it from other people too. Andrew tried to throw me into a trash can.
And you'd fit.
Yes, that was his point.
Outside of work, I have my group chat for my friends from Hoboken. All we do is rip each other all day. You have to see the stuff that goes on in the group chat. People making memes out of each other, using AI to do face inside of another. We
just think
crush
about
each other
it.
all day, and we love it.
Think about it. The people that you don't really like, would you ever waste a word on them that's insulting? Never.
No, I don't
They don't
even-
deserve it.
Why would you do that?
Oh,
So
God,
keep
you
that in
love
mind.
me.
I do love you. I tell you that all the time. My love language is words of defamation, and I will stand by that.
Amen, sister. I'm in. Anyway, are we done?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're done. So go out and insult the people you love today.
And put something dirty in your mouth.
And suck a toe.
and wash your penis if you're uncircumcised, according to
Please.
Scary. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.